Welcome back everybody to this new video of TechExpress. In the latest video from TechExpress, we get started creating images into ChatGPT. Now today is going to be a little bit more different than that. We're going to be showing you how to get started to create product photography leveraging its intelligence inside with the ChatGPT image generator. Now it's going to be really important because when you have natural language brainstorming and acting as an interface for dialing number 3, the ChatGPT excels at taking a basic idea and expand it into detailed scene descriptions. And basically, this is where ChatGPT directly create images, realistic product mockups, lifestyle scene concepts, AI creatives, and much more. Now, to get started with creating a product visual with the ChatGPT, there's a brainstorming concept development. For example, the text-based output. So what I do here, for example, in this example, what we did is to, let's say, create a photorealistic image and automatically generated the image. And then we changed a few elements of the description based, for example, into the light bulbs. The line rows should be aligned with the car. And this is something that I actually want to be generated right away. But here, what we wanted to do is to get started, and let's say I'm gonna go for a new chat. And I'm going to try to get started with a new account. Now the subject or the purpose of this is because we're only able to add up to 3 image generator, and when we have done this process, it won't be letting you continue. Otherwise, if you have, for example, another account into ChatGPT, you're going to be really easily to do it. So when you start here into ChatGPT, the first thing to do is to make the brainstorm concept development. For example, let's say that I'm going to be starting with a new prompt idea, which is I am launching, and you can type what are you creating. For example, a new line of your product type. It could be an organic skincare serum, for example. Now, who is the ideal target for this? What emotions should the photography evoke? So give me 5 unique Photoshop concepts for social media, focusing into natural light and minimalistic aesthetic, for example, right? So this will generate detailed description of concept, complete with high audience insight, emotional keywords, specific scene ideas, right? So let's try it out. For example, let's say, help me. Then it says the beautiful project, blah 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 blah, flat lay with natural textures. Here's the concept, here's my prop, here's my tips, in-hand product shot, here's the mood, here's the skin, the bathroom shelves lifestyle, here's the integration. So basically the prompt's going to be helping me to understand what I'm actually aiming for into my photo shoot. Once the ChatGPT has all of this idea of what am I actually aiming for example, the concept, much more important, the concept, then it's going to be asking you, would we like to create a shot list, mood board, or printed reference for any of this concept? Let's say, let's go with the idea number 10, create a brainstorming generation of the AI product mockup. So when I have this, let's go with idea number 10. I'm going to be generating, create, in this case, the product type, key features, material branding, context setting, lighting, style, camera angle, composition, right? So let's go for something, just for example, let's go for create a product, and there we go. Now, the second step is, for example, to redefine the composition. For example, let's say, make the background lighter. Can you put a succulent plant next to the mocked and imaged? Make the lighting more dramatic for all the options, or let's say add. So what's going to happen is going to be using this prompt and working with this image to generate a second image description for you. So what you wanted to do is to script product video shots. So you can get dynamics for video content if you wanted to, but in my case, I'm going to just stick around with this both in the ChatGPT, right? So something else that you can use to get more pro tips for optimizing ChatGPT is to start with your product USP. That means unique selling proposition. What's the core benefit? Build your prompts around showcasing the benefits visually. So combine AI with real photography. If you have, for example, if you have real photography of products, what you can do is to go here for the option that says add photos and files, and go for add photos and files. Basically what you can do is to add photos of your products And this product, for example, what you can do is to use it to generate mockups. So I'm going to try to aim for a succulent plant in the background. Basically, it's exactly the same, right? So in this case, I'm going to be using this specific product to see if they can be generating a new background for this specific image, which is like a ghost inside this product, which is like a hoodie, something like that. And lastly, what you want to do, of course, is to be explicit about the branding. You want to be specific about the aspect ratios, for example, a 101 for Instagram, 916 for TikTok, whatever. Iterate, iterate, iterate. So don't settle for the first images. Keep redefining, request variations, try new angles until you get some truly captivating, and really important to tell you that this is only working for ChatGPT Plus. The free version gives you the opportunity to generate up to 3 images daily. So if you want to stick around with the free version, you want to be really specific what you're aiming for. Understand the limitations, really important, and be as specific about you can possibly can, even about the branding carefully. So if your product has a text or a logo, mention it, add it, and get much better text accuracy. So this is all the stuff that you can do here into the ChatGPT. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more great tools or how to get started directly into ChatGPT. The more descriptive you are, the better results you're going to be getting. So thank you once again for watching the video, guys. Hopefully we can all see you next time.